Well, good morning. We got 30 acres of canola to do, and then we're hopefully all the plans to get into the beans. So this morning we didn't have a whole lot to do with the combines, so we're taking the time, which this is where these headers are awesome. You can take all these shields off, and we can clean everything up. So the other header is done, and I figured we'd clean this up now, so when we go from the canola, when we go into the canola, into the beans, then it'll just be a quick change a few things on the combines, and hopefully we can just go into the beans. It's about 10 o'clock. We're hoping to get into the canola. We've done the canola before lunch, and hopefully into the beans right after. So.
Moisture tester still poached?
Yeah, I just noticed that in here. So what I'm going to do when I get to the field, I'll unplug it and put a new fuse in there, and then we're good to go.
Okay, I'll clean mine out too, so maybe we'll get half an idea until they replug.
Alright, you can see where Arch is pulled in here. We will pull in here right shortly and see where she is at. You're going to see is it'll be full. It gets full of wet weeds is the problem, and it doesn't want to turn. Can't say that I blame it, and that's what it's been like in our canola this year. So I do that. And I take it off of here. Just make sure everything is good. This combine's got what I would say the better of the two moisture meters. The other one's just all gravity, and I don't like that one. It plugs way easier, and historically we have more problems with it. So you don't want any buildup on this thing. That buildup causes inaccurate readings. Gives you a good idea. Holes are all good. Almost stick this up. All this junk is in there. Hey, that one should be good. Yeah, okay, start the automatic. I'm trying to think whether, yeah, you better bring it out here, I guess, because I don't know that it'll quite fit, and that way we don't have to bring the combines or anything in the yard.
Okay, sounds good, I'll do that.
Okay, so there's another weed patch. We've got that much canola left between me and Arch, or Arch and I, better English. Don't need to be a complete hillbilly here, so I think we've got, like, this might be the last round actually. See how it goes, but and they're not very long. They are, well, you can see where he's going now, and he's probably going to be, they're less than an eighth of a mile long, these runs, so this will not take very long and we will be done. So we've been at this field for, my hour meter is now reading 9.3, and I believe last night it was 8.3. I did not reset it because I knew it was going to be a short-lived thing. So, yeah, so we are there. Look at that, beating dust again. Today the wind is from the north, 180 degrees from yesterday, but we're still getting it from in the same direction we're traveling. So when we get to the beans, maybe we'll have to keep that in mind as to which angle we're going to do them. So anyway, yes, we are closing the gap. Very much looking forward to being done this, and then like I said, we've got that 5 acres or 3 acres or whatever it is of oats we're going to go clean up, and that is literally a cleanup project. Don't expect there to be much good oats left there, but we'll see, and we'll go from there. So
all right, we got our soybean field here. That's the one we're going to go to. We got things switched over, and combines are heading over to clean up that oats, and then we're going to start hammering off beans, seeing how they're going to do. This is the field of canola that we just combined, finished combine a day and a half ago, and Terry's been busy with the deep tiller, and he's keeping right up. The only field he's got to do is the one we finished last night. He's on the 30-acre piece that we actually just combined, so feeling pretty good with that. We're getting caught up, or we're staying caught up with field work, and yeah, I'm hoping we can have a good run with the beans here, and really looking forward to seeing what they're going to yield, because to me, it looks like we got ourselves a good bean crop, but we will see. Okay, we are out here in the bean field. Daryl did one up and down half mile there and back. He's been trying to calibrate these headers, or these combines actually. We've never ran these combines in flex mode. Headers we ran last year in flex mode, it worked awesome. Daryl brought them here from the last field, and all of our height sensors were all like spot on. We figured let's do a calibration side to side, so when we're going through ditches, it'll these headers will follow the ditch, move way faster like this, lateral tilt and everything, than we can move. That's how they worked last year with our combines. He just wanted to do a calibration and he lost both combines height sensors altogether. So not quite sure what's going on. He drove and did this up and down, but he said he had no height sensors at all. So it's not like our ground is that we're pretty flat, but it's nice to at least know the height that your header is at, and then set it. So the fact that we've lost everything just makes it a little bit more difficult. Old school is what I would say. So he's been on the phone with Drummond's trying to figure that out, and we kind of put it in our head that the goal was to get the canola done this week, that oats cleaned up. If we can get ready for beans, that's great. So yeah, if we can get these kinks out of our way, hopefully we can get everything at least set up for Monday, but we'll see. We've already done more soybeans than we were anticipating, and in that one up and down, I think they said they did 4.3 acres, and we had 230 bushels, so the yield is there, which is awesome. So the beans look good, and I think the headland, as we get in, I think it'll actually be better than on the headland. So okay, I'm not sure whether Daryl's, it sounds like they may have some answers here. Daryl looks like he's calibrating that one, and by that the header should be going, I may have done it already, but it was going all over the place. There, that goes into flex mode. Just think it's a little ironic that both combines decided to lose all calibration the sensor at the same time as soon as you move to this field. There, now it's going to go through its whole calibration thing. Dylan's in the combine. He's not doing anything. So now what should do is go from side to side, up and down. I don't think he's doing anything in there. Yep, it's going through its calibration. Okay, we're going. Okay, I quickly ran back and I grabbed our moisture tester to see what the beans were testing in moisture wise, and they're like 8.5 to 9, so that's awesome. Kind of crazy, and they're moving. So once they get everything calibrated, the one thing we've learned is we got to cut this field in half, so we're not going to be able to go the full mile there and back, because the beans are, well, they're yielding pretty good, so we'll have to cut it into half mile up and down, or else the cart guy will never keep up. He'll be all over the place. So yeah, that's a good thing. I'll go grab Peter and we'll get the trucks in the right place. He's setting the auger up right now, and yeah, we're getting close to supper time. So while the guys are combining, I'll head up there shortly, but it's Saturday, and on Monday we've got 24,000 bushels of wheat we need to get hauled out. We're trying to free up some bin space in the elevator, got a train in. So now they got room for our wheat, so we got 24,000 bushels of wheat that needs to get hauled out like immediately, because it's great that we're combining beans, but we're running out of bin space. We'll be able to go for a couple days, but we need that bin empty so that we can put beans in. Look at that hottie. She surprised me like that. How are you? Good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and then I gotta move this conveyor up north to Daryl's, to the bin that I want to empty out. So. Okay, truck number 1 loaded. I got my conveyor on the truck. I'll pull that up north. Terry apparently has a hydraulic leak on the cultivator, a slow one obviously, and we're losing some hydraulic oil. So I'm gonna drop this conveyor off and make my way out to him with some oil, keep him going. He's covering lots of ground, and that's handy. Alrighty, well, we had this field, we finished combining this field yesterday, and Terry's got, I bet she's got close to 80 acres deep tilled already. So that looks awesome. Give him a little bit of hydraulic oil. I need to figure out how I can fix this problem, but it's on his wing lift. That's where we're losing the oil. So it's not it's only when he's changing fields, but we'll add oil and keep him going. You want to move the wings? Okay. And then I'll see where it's coming from? Okay. I have a bad feeling it's in this seal, but we'll see. Okay, it's coming from right here. Right there. First. Just loose? I don't know. It's coming between here, so it could be the O-ring behind here. Yeah. Oh, it's better. It's gonna be the O-ring though. You can just see it there. So we'll probably have to take this off and then put a new O-ring on at some point. That sucks. Okay. Alright, Parker's ran the cart here. I'm guessing he's going to have enough to fill up that semi. They're moving along here pretty good. We were hoping to get 80 acres done. That was our hopes. But we'll see. I say hopes. I've also said that we're hoping that whatever we get done as a bonus, but now that we've been going after supper, that was kind of what our aim was, that if we could get close to 80 acres, that'd be awesome. So
okay, so we've been going in the beans here for a bit. I'm busy concentrating on a few different things, and we're on a field here that never got rolled. We got rain before we could get it rolled, so we're having to watch out for stones, because I've got quite the pile beside me here already. Let's see if I can put a light on that. Nope, I can't. That's okay. Anyway, so that's where that's at. But we got done canola today. That feels wonderful. Last pass there was great. Arch and Dylan took the combines over and did the last 5 acres of oats. And here goes Arch. And anyway, and then we came over here, and I got here. I was trying to get my hand and everything set up for getting in beans, and we got over here, and we had some trouble. We had never had these headers in flex mode with the auto header height on these combines. So I was thinking we needed to calibrate, and in the process of calibrating, I lost a whole pile of data, and I was not able to recover it. So we were down for probably an hour, hour and a half, just trying to get headers calibrated and that kind of thing. So that's kind of frustrating. As much fun as technology is, it can be frustrating. Anyway, long story short, we got it figured out, and we're going, and now we're loving our technology, because we put our speed up, and it combs the ground through ditches and everything just beautifully. Oh, it gives me all kinds of time to be watching for stones. So it's working good. Beans are coming in pretty good. It's a little hard to tell. We've got things calibrated, I think, fairly well. Short-term guess is we should be over 50 with the beans. How much, that I don't know, and I don't want to get into guessing. And I shouldn't even have said 50, because hopefully we're not disappointed with our real number. But
alrighty, well, Parker's having fun in the cart. Beans are good and dry. Well, that's really hard to fill, and he did a darn good job. All right. It's filled perfectly, but even me standing up here, it's so dusty. There is no wind at all. I couldn't even see what what was going on. Okay, because it's impossible to fill the trucks, and when the guys get to this end, we'll have just over 100 acres done. We're gonna call it a day.
This time I say 319.
Maybe too low. Well, but you had some in you, right?
No, I emptied it.
Oh. Well, that's pretty close. You can tell them 317.
Okay. So as you can see, we're in the yard now. We're not combining bins. This is what we got done. Arch did the stuff in between the gaps. This over here is what's left. I think there's roughly 100 acres done. But we are calling it a day. We got jammed up in the yard we were with storage. So it is time to go. Lights out.
Hey, well, that's a wrap for the day. We got going in the beans. We did just over 100 acres. That field's doing, we're thinking close to 55 bushel the acre. So we're pretty happy with that. Yeah, it was a good week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have yourself a good one.